Hello, boo hoop tubers. Seriously, so my camera doesn't really work on my phone, but I really feel the need to say something. I, left YouTube for a little while because everybody really wanted to get into this he said, she said, and this person's fucked up because they think this way or that way, and everybody forgot what the common goal was and started to pick each other apart, and the demon of dissension and hate gets between us. It's going to destroy us, and then we are ineffective, and therefore we are no longer a threat. And I thought I would come back to a YouTube that was a little more mellow. Maybe people would come to their senses in the heat of the moment. I understand there's a lot of things going on. Somebody throw a match at California, it's gonna fucking blow. Uh, we have earthquakes, and you can't tell me that, all these, all this quaking and uh, natural disasters from over here in New York with the more radiation. It's been leaking out for a while, but it was okay. Yeah, whatever. And we just let shit like that happen. And, uh, I get engaged in conversations. People want to ask me who I'm going to vote for. My first comment is, well, I don't think it matters since I'm not an electoral college. And two, if you think that really, that's going to solve anything, then, go back to bed. I came up with a new phrase, and I think it's very fitting. And sure, there's a lot of people out there who are awake, but they're still laying in bed. So, you're one of those people just thrashing around in your covers, awake, dozing at times, fuck, go back to sleep. Uh, it's hurting more than helping. I find myself all the way on the other side of the continent for some god-forsaken reason. It doesn't feel like home to me. It feels very strange. I haven't really met anybody here. And the I'm looking forward to it, though. If there were patriots or people, awake people in the area, that would please me greatly. But so far it's been a lot of nothing and then some snow. So, but I'm really, is this a psyop thing, this Oregon thing? And yes, I'm fully on the bandwagon of what the cause was about, and I believed in that, and was willing to overlook who was standing up for the cause, and just, knowing that they were doing it. And it's all played out so nicely. So now we've just had another day in school, Americans. This is how not to behave, because this is what we'll do to you. We will take everything from you. But once you truly realize that you have nothing, if you don't have the liberty to sustain it, then, you have nothing. It's the middle of the night here in this part of the world, and I'm anxiously awaiting some midnight mayhem from either side. But no, they'll just go to sleep when you do, and then the news will start again when you wake up in the morning with your coffee. Okay? And so don't worry about missing a thing. Just go to sleep. We'll save all the news for tomorrow for you. Okay, just go back to sleep. Fuck. It makes me so mad. And update on my McDonald's video, the one where I was ranting and raving and cursing so much. And I really got a lot of flack for that, even in the real world. I didn't care. I stood my ground. I stood my position on that. I was not arguing the fact of security or safety or anything. If you want to take your kids to a McDonald's in the middle of downtown Phoenix, 2 blocks away from the big drug area, yeah, go ahead and do that. And you can complain about having to wade through homeless people and strangers 3 deep to get into the McDonald's, but thank God when you're in there you have a cop, right? On the city payroll. But there's no longer a cop in McDonald's. So say what you will about that, but I did something. I started small. I started where I was and stood up for what was right where I was and in a way I could do it. And you know what? It made something right. And if it only made one thing right, that's okay. Because if we all just made one little thing right, it would be all right. But we all keep waiting for this big thing. And then what is it? How big is it going to be to pull you out of your fucking chair, away from your computer or your job or your toys or all your stuff you've accumulated? What is it going to take to literally pull you away from that in order to stand up and do the right thing every moment of every day? And it's hard, and it's not an easy life, and some may condemn it. At times I curse it. But when I sleep, I sleep. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't have a conscience that bothers me because I know it's doing the right thing, not just for me, but for my brothers and sisters out there. And you know, you can just keep rolling over and complaining about how bad it's gonna get, or each one of us can, take one step and be that much closer, and then just take the next step, and then I just I'm just very saddened by the lack of action or inaction, whatever the situation may call for, by my brothers and sisters. You know, this is not the world I want to leave for anyone. It's not the world I want to live in. And I know it's not the world you want to live in either. But what's it going to take? How many more, plays are they going to roll out in front of you? What is it going to take? I'm just going to ask you, what is your personal freaking low that's going to motivate you to start doing the right thing and make the hard choices and give up the things that you thought your life was based on in order to create something new, not just for yourself, but for everyone? Anyways, I really hope you have a great night, and I hope that it turns out well tomorrow. People aren't hurt, but, sometimes prison is worse than death. Alright, well, see you later, tubers.